I think sometimes we overlook how critical and important the smaller pieces of gear are in our backpacking system. So today I'm going to talk about some of my favorite small pieces of backpacking gear that I've used in 2025. Now the first item I want to quickly talk about today is actually the sponsor of this video, which is ONX Backcountry. You guys, you got to give ONX a try. It's an amazing trip planning tool. It's an amazing offline navigation tool, and everything that you have information-wise right in the palm of your hand is super helpful in helping you make better decisions while you're out there on your trips. I love the ability to just put as many different waypoints or information pieces in on the route that I've got planned, because then I have all of that available to me, synced for that offline use. And then all of the other layer options that you have that are around wildfire information, avalanche and snow information, and you even now have cell phone coverage and what kind of cell phone coverage is in certain areas. You guys, it's simply a great tool. I love ONX. It has truly enhanced my trips and made my trip planning more effective. So there's a link down in the description for you to save some money on a membership with ONX, and I appreciate their support. I appreciate you guys also supporting the sponsors of this channel. Now the next piece of gear is one of the most simple items I carry in my backpack, and that is the Big Sky International Insulated Food Pouch. What this simply does is help rehydrate freeze-dried or dehydrated meals more effectively, especially when it's cold outside. Once you put that boiling water in your freeze-dried meal, you stick it inside of this pouch, close the top, and then this will help insulate that meal to make it so that hot water is able to basically go longer and give you the ability to not have crunchy food. So when you're at elevation and everything, you typically need to prolong the amount of time that your food is needed to rehydrate. And this helps with that process. And honestly, for the 16 or so dollars that this costs, it is worth the wait and the space in my pack, because I enjoy my meals more because they're properly rehydrated. Simple item, but really effective. Now the fun thing about small pieces of gear is you get more unique and different items to talk about, and that's exactly what this next item is. This is a pair of Ombraz sunglasses. I've been using these for the vast majority of my trips for the past year, since about November of last year. So yeah, it's been a year. And these are a prescription pair of sunglasses that I got, and I'm impressed. I don't necessarily love the shape of these frames on my face. They're a little bit more round than I would like, but you get the benefit of the no like hard ear pieces that this is able to just very easily hang around my neck when I don't want to be wearing them, and them not have to be up on my hat or basically falling off and then becoming something that can get broken. These are really nice to be able to just stick on your face like this. You guys let me know if I look silly in these glasses and you just haven't been willing to tell me in any of the videos. Because the shape is not my favorite shape of them. I kind of have a narrow face, but anyway. I love them because the wraparound cord doesn't have to be super tight. They stay in place, and they basically pack flat into this included bag that they come in that also has a cleaning cloth attached to it. But I love that I'm able to just drop them down and they can hang around my neck and be out of the way, and they also store really easy inside of my tent. And if I happen to forget them in my tent for some reason, I roll them up, then chances of them breaking is really, really low. So that's the Ombraz in the Teton frame. Let me know what you think. Have you got a pair of these, and what your thoughts are on them? But I really like them. They've been a nice addition to keeping the sun out of my eyes over the last year. Now another simple piece of gear to talk about that I have just loved is this Nitecore NB Air, which is a 5,000 milliamp battery bank. This is perfect for the weekend trips where I just need to make sure that my phone stays charged for my headlamp, or a little bit of extra power to the camera that I'm using. It's simple. but it is really effective in charging quickly, not taking up a bunch of space in my pack. It's also lightweight, and sometimes I don't feel like I need a full 10,000 milliamp hour battery bank for an overnight trip or a weekend where I can save some weight and space. I mean, not a huge amount, but even in like a ditty bag, this is less than a 10,000 milliamp battery bank. It's awesome. It's just super simple, but has been one of my favorite pieces of gear in 2025. Now, one of the absolute favorite things that I've done in 2025 is release a line of soft goods on my website at backcountryexposure.com. These are ditty bags, zipper pouches, and food bags, and other accessory bags and items that I'm currently designing and prototyping that will be released soon. But it's been a favorite because I have come to absolutely love using these bags in my backpack. I've got two examples here. This is the Little Ditty and the Mini Ditty, which is a fairly recent release, but this is my first aid kit, or it is my electronics bag, or it is other ditties or other things like a poop kit, hygiene kit, those kinds of things that make it so I'm more organized on the trail. And I love them, like not just because they're pieces of gear that I designed and developed and created myself, but they truly help me be more organized out on the trail. And the feedback that you have all given me of your experience with these bags has been amazing as well. I am so grateful for the support, but the emails and the messages that I get of you all saying like, I love these bags because they really do help me be so much more organized. Now, in addition to the ditty bags are the food bags that I have created. And this is the Mesa food bag, which is a bag that I've been using for many years, in fact, out on my trips. And if you've been on the channel for some time, you'll know that I've been using the Mesa bag. I didn't get that name until this year, but this is the design that I've been using for many years. It's a zipper style top opening bag that is a rectangular shape. This is a 4.5 liter size bag, and it's perfect for a weekend. But I also make a Mesa XL, which is a 6.5 liter size bag, and it's just simply my favorite food bag. I use this pretty much for every single one of my trips, and I love it. Man, this has been such a fun venture for me, and the support that you guys have provided as well, I just am so incredibly grateful for. Thank you. Like, thanks for supporting a small business and what I'm doing as well. Now, 2025 has been the year of the water bottle. Several different brands have released recently a replacement to the smart water bottle that a lot of us have been using for many years. But it's essentially a single-use plastic, and a lot of people are wanting to have something that is going to last longer, that doesn't have the effects that a single-use plastic does, even though we're using these smart water bottles for long periods of time in many cases. But a favorite bottle that I've been using this year is the Mazama Migo. Now, Miranda Webster from Miranda Goes Outside, she co-designed this with Mazama, and I think was really well executed. And the bottle that I am using and have been using in the past is the Squawk bottle. Now, what took place, and the reason that this exists, is Miranda got on her Instagram several months ago, like a long time ago, and said, hey, I want to work with a brand, or why is there not a brand making a smart water bottle sized reusable bottle that would go for years and years and years? And so that's where this came from. And that's also what prompted the Squawk bottle to get released as well. But there's things that I like about the Mazama bottle a little bit more than the Squawk bottle, and that has to do with it being squeezy. So I have the ability to put a filter on top if I want, but I also have two openings. I do like to be able to drink while I am walking and not have to stop, and the 28 millimeter thread here on the top means I can get my whole mouth around. I can squeeze the bottle and easily drink from that while I am walking, while also having this wide opening at the top. The reason that the wide opening is important and why I like the Squawk bottle is for electrolyte mixes that sometimes can be hard to put into your smaller opening on the top. But specifically, I really love the Tailwind Nutrition Recovery Mix, which is not the same consistency as a electrolyte mix. It's a lot more like a protein powder, and the wide opening on it makes it way easier to get inside as opposed to making a mess on the top of the bottle. And I haven't had any issues with leaking. I know that some people have, but this has been fantastic. Something that I would put as some feedback is over a couple of seasons, all of these graduation lines for measurement are going to wear off. So it's already starting to wear off here, and the second bottle that I've got, it's even worse than this. So eventually those lines are just gonna become obsolete. But I am also testing the other bottles that have come out, like the Canuck Through bottle, the Igneous Noble bottle, and we'll get them out on trips and see how these water bottles compare. 2025, the year of the water bottle, but I really like this thing. Now, last but certainly not least here is this speed hanger from Apex Giant. This is a little tiny piece of metal on a long piece of cord that lets you wrap around a tree so that you can hang things from it. It's really nice when the ground is super wet or you're in a place where you just want to hang something when a tree branch isn't available, or I'm certainly not going to put a nail or anything into a tree. So this makes it so I can hang my backpack, but also so I can do a simple gravity filter with my Sawyer and my Canuck system. So I just hang my Canuck bag from here, and then I gravity feed and filter my water that way. It's super convenient, really simple, very lightweight, and low cost as well. And sometimes the really simple, small pieces of gear become some of the most valuable and helpful items that we use out on our trips. And this certainly has become something that I carry on pretty much every single one of my trips, except for the desert. Not so much the desert, because oftentimes I don't have any trees around for me to hang from. But when I'm out in the forest, certainly this comes with me, and I love it. So that's the speed hanger from Apex Giant. There are links for all of these items down in the description. Let me know what you guys think, and maybe what some of your favorite small items have been for your backpacking 2025. Thanks for watching today. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. Have an awesome day, guys. We'll see you later.